Hello and welcome to this review video for the XVIVE in-ear monitor wireless system. Now this is the first time I've done one of these reviews, so thanks a lot to them for sending me this. Yeah, very chuffed with that. So let's get straight into this. So this, I think my tag for this video is, this is something that all musicians need, but they don't know. So yeah, that's kind of my conclusion. I'm going to say my conclusion right at the start. Why not? So let's have a look what's in the box. Straight away, it just, you know when something just feels quality, from the, even down to the box. Nice little package it comes in. And then you basically got your two, so this is the U4. They've got a whole series of other wireless systems. This one, I've used it on a gig, and I've used it in the studio, and it's bloody great. So you've got the receiver here, this little guy. So that goes on your, that attaches to your belt, and your in-ears go in there. So that's the receiver, and then this is the transmitter, which goes into your monitor sends in your desk, or if you're playing in a venue, you'll give it to the sound guy and he'll put it into your monitor, so that you can basically just get your mix sent to you, which is fantastic. Comes with this little adapter, which is really useful. The fact that they included that is pretty awesome. So yeah, I've used that straight into the desk, and it's super easy. Turn it on, and you basically got 6 different channels. So as long as this is on the same channel as this one, so channel 1 and channel 1, you're golden. So yeah, that's all the bits. It also comes with the charging lead, which is pretty fantastic too, because it's a double lead. So obviously you've got 2 bits here. You've got 2 bits that need charging, so you can just charge it off one plug, which is pretty awesome. That's thinking outside the box, or inside the box. It comes with a nice little case for your little bits and pieces. So yeah, as I say, I used it at a gig, and the charge was fantastic. It didn't need charging. I played like a 2-hour gig. Didn't need anything. Lasted really well. That with these things, that is sort of one of the things that sort of made me wary of them, is the charge thing, because the last thing you want in the middle of the gig is your batteries to go, and you're changing your batteries. So that's a nightmare. And I think if it worst came to the worst, you could plug at least one of these in and still play the show. But obviously you just need to remember to recharge it. And it's got 5 hours of battery life. 5. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. Which is pretty amazing. So as long as you've charged her up before your gig, you're golden. It's just really small and portable. It, like I said, it feels, when something feels quality, you know, it's not light and sort of crappy. It feels really good. The sound is really good, really crisp and really clear. And I'm not just saying that because compared to what I used to use, which was just like a headphone amp, it's literally like 100 times cleaner and crisper. And actually to the point where I thought my in-ears were the issue, because I've been having a bit of crackly, but as soon as I used this, everything was crisp. So it is a thing where, like, if you're the same as me, where you've got quite good in-ears, but using like not a very good headphone amp, it was a Behringer, pretty crap. Those like 30 quid ones. Then the quality is getting cut somewhere, isn't it? So this sounded effing great to me. Crisp, clean, popped. More do you need? And it's super easy. It's just literally, like I said, that in there in the desk, and then you plug your in-ears and you've got it on your on your belt or whatever. And like I say, I've been using it. I've used it in here in the studio. I haven't got far to go for my monitoring in here, but still, it was great. You could use it in the studio, and it'd be fantastic. It has a range of 90 feet, which in English terms, I did a conversion, is 27 meters. So for me, sometimes I'm like, well, what is 27 meters? Well, 25 meters is a swimming pool. So a lot of venues you're going to play, as in for probably big, maybe bigger than a swimming pool, but where you are and where the desk is, probably not going to be a swimming pool's length away. So you're probably all right. Conversely to that, if you level up your venues, you'll have your monitor engineer right there. So in actual fact, it's probably absolutely fine, because the bigger the venue, the closer the monitor desk will be. So I don't think that's even an issue with like the range, which is really good. Leading from that, my only worry, I'm just going to turn these snares off. My only worry with this, playing, like touring with it, you know, like if you're touring with a band and there's a bunch of support bands, would be obviously you have to turn it on before you want to use it. So this is only in my sort of anxiety-ridden head. I would be worried that, oh God, is the sound guy going to turn this on? Obviously, you could go to the sound guy just before you go on, and make sure it's turned on. It's just another thing to remember, but it's not a biggie. I would literally say, for me, that would be my only downside of this, is just making sure that if you were the sound guy turning it on, or like I say, you could just turn it on and then give it to him. That would be my only thing, but that's nothing to do with this as a product, is it? That's just a worry, because he could just as easily turn your monitors off and you not have your monitor, which has happened many a time. So yeah, and all in all, like I said at the beginning, I think this really is something that I didn't think I needed, but I do really need it. As a drummer, you're obviously fixed to where you are, but it's still super useful, because I used to have the headphone amp really close to me and like on something, or I'd have to put it on my snares case or something on its side, and it was just really annoying. It was like I didn't have a proper stand for it. Obviously now you've just got it on your belt, so you're so portable. You know, and even when you're plugged in with your ears, you can get up and go somewhere, and then come back, and you're still ready to go. But I think, in actual fact, for like people that play other instruments, it would be a no-brainer. This, like, if I was a guitar player, God forbid, or a singer, if I had one of these, or even a bass player, people have to be bass players. If I was one of them lot, this would be amazing, because I know you're obviously locked in with your guitar lead, but generally they're pretty long. because a lot of people I know that I gig with and stuff, and they've got their in-ears like intertwined with their lead and stuff, but you're sort of restricted by the length of your in-ears. But if you have this, you're then pretty free. And I would sort of, yeah, I don't know how you would sort of do a gig without using that, but I guess you get, people are used to it. But as I say, if I was a different instrumentalist, I would be like, surely this is a must. As a drummer, it's amazing as well. And yeah, so all in all, I think it's a fantastic bit of gear. It's pretty good price point as well. I think it's around the 300 quid mark. Could be a bit less. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's pretty, for what it is pretty damn good. So yeah, in conclusion, something that musicians didn't think they need, but they really do. So yeah, go and have it a go. Have it a go. Thanks a lot for watching. My first review. Hopefully do some more of good gear. And I only do good gear. Alright, thanks a lot. Bye.